Hello everyone, and welcome to another Check the Deck. And this time we have, as you can see, a Masked Hero deck. And this is a deck we really want to try and work on. We really want some of your advice. So if you have a comment, especially if it's constructive, please let us know in the comment section, and we'll do our best to try and source new cards for the deck, because we actually want this to be quite competitive, or at least the owner of the deck does, certainly. Even though obviously with Link Summoning it's a bit harder to use Masked Heroes, but they are just dead cool. I guess it's much easier to go through the monsters first, and then the Masked Heroes become a bit more self-explanatory. So we only have one copy at the minute of Honest Neos. We will try and source some more, hopefully. What a cool card, by the way, Honest Neos is. I kind of want that front and centre of the screen. Much cooler than Elemental Hero Flash, in my opinion. So then we have some of the base Elemental Heroes, and this is because we can't really conceive of better ways to bring out the Masked Heroes at this point in time. So we have 2 Avian, 2 Burstinatrix, a Clayman and a Sparkman. We have Wildheart and a Necroshade. Actually, I'm going to start putting them on top. We've seen enough Honest Neos now. 2 copies of Elemental Hero Voltic. 1 copy of the mighty Shadow Mist. 2 copies of Bubbleman. We've got the links in there. We'll stick those over in the extra deck. And 2 copies of Marauding Captain to try and bring out more of the warriors, which lets us link summon, and then we can play more Masked Heroes. We kind of don't want to waste links on hero monsters with links. So yeah, onto the spells. 2 copies of Skyscraper. The deck uses a lot of heroes and we'll need to battle a lot. A whole bunch of fusion cards, the first of which is Parallel World Fusion, right here. Heroes Bond lets you bring forth again a bunch of heroes, so you can use this, bring out your heroes, and then you can link summon with a few of them and Masked Change with some of the others, so that lets you bring forth the Masked Heroes really well. Warrior Returning Alive. We have 1 kind of really nice copy of Skydive Scorcher, so this isn't a solely Masked Hero deck. We're using this just because it's actually really cool artwork, but it might not go into the full competitive version at the end. We're looking for replacements. 2 copies of Polymerization, so again this won't be exclusively Masked Hero, we've got some of the regular fusions in there still. Mystical Space Typhoon, and then we have some of the key Mask cards. Mask Change, which we've got 2 copies of. We have 2 copies of, just the sole copy of Mask Change 2. But we do have 2 copies of Form Change, so that's all of the masked, the cards that bring out those Masked Heroes as soon as the heroes hit the field. We do have a 2nd copy of Parallel World Fusion. I thought we did, but it just didn't appear earlier. Must have missed it. 2 copies of the Emergency Call to get any hero we want from the deck to the hand, it's really helpful. And then some staples, A Hero Lives and Monster Reborn. Look at that. So yeah, these are kind of placeholders at the minute, I think, for better traps, Trap Hole and Threatening Roar. And we also have Magic Cylinder and a Mirror Force. On to the extra deck, and I'm pretty sure this is much bigger than an extra deck is allowed to be at this point in time, so yeah, really we want to thin it down. See what's what. So 1 copy of Masked Hero Diane, 1 copy of Masked Hero Anki that we saw in the preview of the deck, the wonderful Masked Hero Dark Law, that's really handy to just stop your opponent in their tracks. You want to bring out Dark Law, preferably as soon as you can. If it's on the first turn, then great, to stop your opponent from gaining momentum. Master Hero Vapor, try and get rid of that. Guido, Master Hero Acid. Master Hero Divine Wind. And Guido's older brother, Master Hero Blast. In terms of the other elemental hero fusions that we could be using in this deck, we've got elemental hero The Shining. Obviously there's a lot of light cards in this deck. Escurido, Nova Master, which is a really good artwork. We have the Beast, Absolute Zero, the Nuke, destroys all your opponent's monsters. Though it's one of the reasons why Bubble Man's so popular, which is weird because anyway, I don't really like Bubble Man for some reason. It's too gimmicky and Batman-y. Great Tornado, which is not particularly great in my opinion. Thunder Giant, Flame Wingman, so the two, original Jaden fusions, and the quite nice Elemental Hero Core, which is just simply any 3 Elemental Hero monsters. For the links, we have the ones from the 2007 starter deck, which are Decode Talker, Link Spider, and then a bunch of additional ones. Binary Sorceress, is that from the same deck? No, it's not. Binary Sorceress and Trigate Wizard. But I kind of rather not end on those, I'd rather end on Greedo. So there is Greedo's face. So yeah, this deck obviously needs a bit of work, but we'd like it to be really top notch. So what cards can you think of that would work well in a 2018 Master Change Master Hero deck? We need better link cards, and maybe a more efficient way of playing the deck, and then we'll have an inefficient Jaden deck coming into the channel soon, so any of the cards that we don't want, they'll go into a more fun Elemental Hero deck, which we will bring you. I think that's everything. Hopefully you enjoyed the deck, and if you didn't, tell us why you didn't. And yeah, thank you for checking the deck, and we'll see you next time around. Thank you.
Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell and to get notified for each video we upload.